Good afternoon, Art-Alchemy. Welcome to your Sunday bonus. As you could recall, I did tell you yesterday in the video before from last week that I would make small videos as we go. So here we are. I really did try to film this. You're probably gonna see it sometime in the afternoon, but hey, maybe you're out shopping or doing whatnot. But this is about the Dr. P.H. Martin. This is the set one that I bought yesterday at Michael's, and FYI, there's a 40% coupon now if you are subscribed to Michael's. They just send it to me, and I'm like, great. It would have cost me $24 instead of 27, but that's okay. I'm still gonna go back as I left two things there yesterday, and they hold them for me, which I thought they were nice. So I realized too that this video is gonna be probably around 10 minutes. If not, I'll try to do it like in 5. So this is about the Dr. P.H. Martin's set one, and this is my set two that I got almost a year ago. So December 14th, because I got it through Amazon. Is still currently $50, and it went down last year on, I guess, on the 14th of December to $35, and that's how much I purchased it for. I was so pleased, and I'm still like, this is the bigger set. This is the one that everybody gets because it's like the dropper. It's the same quality, but it's just like more cuter. I don't know. It's just and there's more of it here versus this one. It's less cuter. They're oh, these not only does it have a dropper, but they are glass. These are not. These are not only half of that, and the price is not too much of a difference. But they are plastic. But the good thing about it that but the package is smaller, as you can see. Look at how much difference the packet is. So yeah, the round does take more space. So FYI, I kept this one because I have no hadn't found a storage to with it, and I just think it's cute, and it's just on my table, and yeah. But I am, and usually because I was nervous that I didn't want it to break, and I had since last year. I've been trying to like rearrange my room work because I have a lot of art stuff now, but that's been happening. So I might keep them here for the end of the year and then move them. But for now, they'll still stay there. And then you could use this little plastic in because they'll stand up they'll stand up like this. So they all could do that. Same thing with this ones. They could also stand up on the little thing, and then you could use the little well as less like a palette, basically. So yeah. And so yeah, I realized that last year when I bought that, I showed it to you guys. I did an unboxing, but I actually never made a video, or at least I don't recall. So I was like, oh, I should do one because now, where last year I didn't really know much. They were just popular. I knew they were light fast. I didn't know they were permanent until I actually started playing with them, and then halfway through the year, something like that, and then I'm like, oh, and they're permanent. I'm like, oh, because I put water and it wouldn't move, and I was like, okay, well, that's even better because let's say if you were to put something like a watercolor, anything watercolor, it will still move, right, even after it dries. But if you put these on top, layer them on top, they would not move anymore. And I will demonstrate to you. I will demonstrate to you why, because I did it yesterday. I play around with set one yesterday, last night, so I could do this video because I was like, oh, you know what? I should play with them because I know what set two is like because I had it for almost a year, but yes, set one is brand new. And then I could just make a video of it. And what took me longer is that I made these swatches for you. And my Hanamula, I don't think this Hanamula, I got it from Art Snacks last year, and I gave the other one away because it came in a beautiful like box, which is sad about because Art Snacks no longer does that anymore. They have quarterly subscription and they're so expensive. I don't want to deal with them. But this, I got it last year at the BOGO sale, buy one get one free for $40, and I ended up getting the sketchbook, which I'm kind of bummed. Well, no, I gave my friend the other one. It's quite nice sketchbook. It does take water, um, light washes, but it does take water, so it doesn't really. I mean, it's a sketchbook. It's gonna boggle up anyway. So that's why I was like, okay, let me get this done and make a video. So I did, because I recall that I never swatched set 2 that I got last year. So I have here set 1 is the first 2 lines, and then set 2 starts on off my left to yellow ochre, set 2, and down. I didn't do mixes for set 2 because I know it so well, but I did do mixes for set 1, and as you can see, the black is really black on set 1. And it moves, and it makes me think that this paper, watercolor paper, it has a little bit of cotton in it, because I did notice that the when I was watching, like it moved like the way it will moved in a cotton paper, not fully cotton paper. So yeah. And good thing about this, like I said, last year I didn't know much about it. That's probably why I didn't make a video. I don't remember why I didn't make a video, but it must have been because I got a lot of things last year, and then it took me like months to get through all the stuff, and then I kind of missed it, and I started buying here and there. But yeah, that's kind of what happened, probably. I don't know. And yeah, and I know I didn't swatch it because I don't have any swatches, so I figure I'll just leave this little sketchbook as a swatch book. It comes in handy, and it's a nice landscape. So as you can see, these inks are permanent, they're life fast, they're archival. That's why they're so sought after by artists and non-artists and everybody, because they know about them. Now I do know a little bit more about it. Dr. P.H. Martin is here from Oceanside, California. I didn't know that, but now I know. They created these like long time ago in the 1920s, and a bunch of doctors, hence Dr. P.H. Martin's, in a lab, and to create all these pigments. Now, I do know that all of them except one set, two sets. One is a student set, and the other one, it is like you probably heard about it, the radiance or whatever. The radiance are not light fast. They are dyed based, and therefore not light fast. They created those concentrated radiance for the purpose of like people that like to scan their work, like cartoonists and all this stuff. Mm, um, so they the vibrancy could come off of it, and they're kind of a little bit expensive too. So I wouldn't buy those, because they're not light fast. If you think, oh, okay, with the probabilities, you just want to play around with them, be my guest. But if I were you, I would either buy the small set of this ones because they're archival and whatever, you could still play around with it, and they're not expensive when you get a coupon or you see them go down. And also because they created just recently a set of acrylics, and they look like watercolors. Now the watercolors are the hydrous, and those are pricey. So FYI, but if I did discover that Dr. P.H. Martin, I went to their website to download some swatch charts that they had from these. So I have the Dr. P.H. Martin Bombay ink set 1 and set 2. That is all the Bombay ink sets. I counted, I have 24, so 12 on each set, but on their website they somehow have more than that. I don't know if it's 28 or something, but they have more, around 30. So that means that they must have released some individual ones. I'm not sure. If somebody knows, please put it in the comments, because I did see their swatch chart, and it was more than 24. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of sets. When I first saw this last year by Lindsay the Fur Crafter, she was like telling everybody about the Amazon sale, and that's how I ended up putting it, because I had heard about it. Like, people were like drilling about it on YouTube, artists like, oh, Dr. P.H. Martin, Dr. P. And I'm like, but nobody ever said like okay, this is a video about Dr. Peach Martins or yada yada. None of that. So I knew there were life vests, I knew all this stuff, but I didn't understand like the reason. So I did explore with set two quite a bit in the year. And you only need, like, this one is literally like one drop. And look how much pigment, how much vibrant. And see, it's already permanent. This is from yesterday. But yeah, so there it's like I'm telling you, the quality is amazing. And from I saw in the comments, because I went to the Dr. PH Martin's website to get more information for you guys. And I did see a lot of reviews that a man said that he was a teenager when his dad was a graphic designer. So the dad was gifted the Radiance Concentrated PH Martins from long time ago. Well, guys, 40 years later, the man who was a young man then inherited them, and he's just like he almost finished his set, but 40 years on those radiants, the ones that everybody says they're dye based. Not everybody says they are dye based, because Dr. PH Martin has it on their website too. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is really cool. I mean, even though they're dye based, because you're not gonna sell the original work, so they want to scan their work, but they want the vibrancy of that, so they don't have to Photoshop and fix all that stuff. The only thing they would have to worry about is their lightning, but or light, not lightning but light. So yeah, I thought that was really amazing, and a testimony that this is not BS. It's real. And now I want to get a little, now a little bit of properties. Where is it from? Oh, also, on in every little side of the Dr. Peach Martin, it tells you that they do aim for always, like, they want their customers to be satisfied. So if you ever have a problem, do contact them and let them know, because they will fix it, whatever it is. So I know some people from Amazon on these sets, they usually get them like broken. I didn't. My Amazon, when this came, they put it in a big box, and it was by itself, and it had a bunch of like packaging paper and like bubble wrap. I mean, it was like taken care of. Even the little individual bottle that you saw me, that I put in on yesterday's, um yeah, they put it in a bag, but they double bubble wrap it, and it didn't move, nothing. If somebody would have thrown it, nothing would have happened to it, because I mean, they really package it well. So yeah, if you ever have a problem, Dr. PH Martin would, like, please do contact them. So that's that. What else would I want to say about these? This is one of the collections that I do want a couple. So I have set one and set two now. I probably gonna get set two, but I might get it in pieces. Like, I already have the white in this from here, so I might just get in pieces, because I notice in Amazon right now they're running a sale on individual ones, two for 224 each. So I already got the white one on like a dropper type. So, but I also got this whole set because I didn't want to wait, and I wanted to play with it. So yeah, I'm also gonna I'm thinking maybe two sets per year, so that I would get, because it would Christmas and then my birthday in January. So yeah, but it could be anywhere in the year. I also want to get the iridescent sets. I think there's two, maybe three. And then I don't want to get the radiance ones. I do want to get the hydras. So those are expensive too. So that one, it's gonna take me a while. And the hydras, I'm not gonna get them in this. I'm gonna get them in this size because they're cheaper. Now, the ones that are super cheap, and oh, this is what I want to tell you. The ones that are cheap are the ones that are this size, but the acrylics, and they almost look identical to the Hydras watercolor, almost identical, but they're the acrylic. So I'm gonna get those because those are the cheapest sets. If you go on Dr. PH Martin, they also sell the sets on their website. So on their website, the acrylic ones, they have three acrylic sets. They're all like, I think I don't know if it's $38 or $40, but it is way cheaper than any website anywhere I seen. And then they came out with this tech one. I don't know, you could go on the website and check, but I know I'm gonna get the hydrous, the iridescent, which is like the opposite of these, but they're iridescent. um I'm the hydrous, the and the acrylics, because although I don't really like it, they're not my cup of tea. The acrylic ones, I think they're good. They're come in handy because they're permanent as well, like these ones. So if I was, I think I wanna try to if you work with acrylics, you have to seal them. They're not like oils or like this one where once they dry they're permanent. No, like acrylics, you have to actually seal them. You have to put like a matte gloss or iridescent or something that on top once you're finished. So when you do that, sometimes it changes the way that you see your paintings. And yeah, so I was looking for something different so I could seal my acrylics, and I think that's the reason that I want to buy those. Is plus they're cheap compared to these sets, and these sets only come 12. Those ones are like $10 less or maybe a little less. I want to say it's like 30 something, but I don't remember because I saw them this morning. And there's 3 sets, so yeah. Where the hydras, they're like $50. And yeah, and there's like 2 or 3 sets, I think. I think the biggest set will be the ones that are they're dye based. They come in sets of 14, and they come a little bit bigger than these, and they do have droppers, and they're glass like these ones. So yeah, that's basically all I had to say. Oh, I went over 10 minutes. Sorry guys, but that is all the information I wanted to give you guys, and to let you know in case you don't know. I'm sure you've seen most people buy one or two because they feel like the sets like they're too pricey, which in my view they're not, because if like I didn't buy this for $50, but it is at $50, so don't buy it when it's $50. But even at 50, like this is a drop, and look how much. And oh, and one last thing, the reason that another reason you might want to get this, because the colors on like watercolor and all that, as you can see, like this is terracotta. Look how pretty it looks. And I'm not like Van Dyke. They look a little bit different than the watercolors. This is the golden yellow, although not true because I think I mixed it a little bit with that. Orange, tangerine. They're so vibrant, and like look at the brown. They're like they're different. They're definitely different, and I like the vibrancy and like the fact that they, once they're dry, you don't have to move around. So one last thing. This is let me show you the artwork that I did last night, to show you guys. This is with set 1, and I also use on some of the blue, I use an equal line watercolor um like dropper thing that I have from them, not the equal line, the one is dye based. This is actually the watercolor. And I wanted to see because I was like, I'm gonna mix it. Oh, and I put alcohol. So when you see the little blurs and like in the middle, like that grayish, it's actually the alcohol. It's like 17% isotope alcohol. But let me show you that it doesn't move because I did it off camera, and it really it really didn't move. I was like, ooh, I was actually very surprised. So let me use my left hand because I can't use my, because I have the phone. I need to buy something. I don't know how to use my phone better, I guess, when I'm recording. But look, so this is, in case you don't know, I drop a little water, so there it is. Look at that. See how it doesn't move? Like it'll register, it'll sink in the water, but it doesn't move it. It doesn't move the pigment. Once it's dry, that's it. So you can see that the water, and you saw me drop it, because it'll acknowledge it, like, oh, like there's more water, but look, it's not sinking in, it's not like moving anything. Look at that. So FYI, so in case that you use watercolors, and then because I've used them with watercolor first, and then I will let it a little bit dry or somewhat dry, like in it's damp, and I will use it. And I noticed like in the artboards, it would like I that's when I started noticing that you wouldn't be able to move it, and then I was like, oops, I should have, thought about it as a ending piece. This is not my ending piece. I just wanted to show you this. I This is how I play with watercolors and stuff when they're new. I like to put it. This is not watercolor paper either. This is like Legion, this white frost that I got from Art Snacks last year when one of my um boxes that I got from them. But this is it's gonna be a mixed media piece. But I wanted to see how, I don't mix any of the stuff. I just kind of tilt it and I mix it. But look how beautiful and vibrant, and, you know, and the fact that if you put some sort of watercolor or something that is not might not be permanent, it will be permanent once you layer these on top or you mix them with these. And yeah, like I said, yeah, this is not my end piece. I'm gonna like use it as a mixed media, but I mean, it looks really pretty. So just to let you know, and this is how, like, this is a very easy exercise that you all should try, because you don't have to, like, don't worry about like sketching or doing anything like that, because sketching, like, guys, like, it stresses me out. It stresses me out. So this is what I do. This is like playtime. I do it with watercolors too. That's why I like watercolors that are vibrant and that they move. But I'm gonna start doing like more layer watercolors, so softer, and then vibrant at the end to showcase whatever shapes. And whatever shapes you see, work with those. It's kind of, and this is what they people would call reverse reverse coloring or whatever, because then they will buy. And I think I'm gonna scan a lot of these things so I could create a watercolor book that you guys could just get the backgrounds like these, and then you could layer whatever you want. So if there's a day that you don't want to do the artwork yourself, I don't see why. This is so much fun. But you have that option. So yeah. All right, this is all I wanted to say. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your weekend. I'm off for the weekend. Have a good Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys in the videos. Bye.